Wow, 105.7 and 96.7 Atlanta's Party Station. We've got Dawn from Making the Band
From
2005.
100 different groups.
Danity, Kane.
From Dirty Money.
From Diddy-Dirty Money. Are you still with Diddy-Dirty Money?
No, I left. I've been away from Bad Boy for about almost a year now.
Oh, my God, the way you say it. Away from Bad Boy.
Well, no, it's a good thing because Puff is my homie. Like, it was mutual, and I asked to leave, and he let
really?
me. Yeah, and
Why?
he I think we talked about after Dirty Money leaving. I had asked him. I said, "Yo, so what's next?" You know, because I wanted to still be on the label.
Right.
And he said, "I would love you to be here." He was like, "It's just that with the roster, I wouldn't be out for another 3 years because there's other people
That's how
already
it goes,
in line."
right.
Yeah, and I was in groups, so they hadn't even expected me. Jimmy and them didn't really have me as a solo artist. They only had me on Dirty Money. And Puff was like, "I don't think you want to wait that long." And I was like, "You already know me. I'm not going to wait." So I asked him if I could leave, and he said, "You've been loyal, so yeah." But I just talked to him.
So why did he say it like that? Are you like impatient or something?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, was he like, I know you don't want
No, he knows me.
Out.
He knows
Right,
me.
like,
he knows how
just-
hungry I am.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of those things, but he knows I'm a little feisty, and that probably wouldn't have been the choice for me. He knows me, and
Right.
he laughed it off, kind of like, "You ain't gonna want to wait that. I already know." And I think it was a big deal for him as much as it was for me, because everybody says there's always a bad boy curse, where if you leave Bad Boy, you'll probably never see light again. You'll never,
no.
And so it's a good
Yeah.
feeling to know. He did something completely opposite with me, and we're still cool, and I love him dearly, and I love the label, and they'll always have my back. So it's a good feeling. And, within that year, Golden Heart.
I mean, it's good to
is
have
amazing.
Diddy as a damn mentor.
And that's why I'm not complaining. I'm not hating either. And that's the great example for that, because now with his tutelage and what I've learned from him, not only have I had a #1 R&B album on iTunes with Golden Heart, but also with Armor On. So this is my second time with the #1, and I think that has a lot to do with what he's taught me.
Wow. So what is like one main thing that he's taught you that you think you could share with us that's just been like?
I mean, Puff will persuade you the sky is purple. I mean, he really can do it. He's really, like, if he tells you and he believes in it, and if he believes in it, he'll put so much effort into it, he'll make you believe it too.
Right.
And I've learned that, and I think what we've kind of created for ourselves with this new project, being independent, because we don't have a label, with this new project, we've made our fan base, this movement, believe the impossible. And we become this kind of new wave of R&B where we don't have a label. We have Armor On nor Golden Heart had features. We had no cosigns.
Wow.
Yet we went #1 with no label, no song on the radio, no help.
Look, you got that Diddy fire. under you
Yeah,
right now.
and
I
that's
love it.
exciting. And
Yeah.
but we've been excited about it. We just got LA Times, and they gave us one of the most amazing reviews. Spin Magazine,
good.
Associated Press, they're giving us like Album of the Year already. And that's incredible for an independent artist with nobody to co-sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was happy you were the girl that was coming in, because the girl.
I hate
But-
it. No, that's
From
what they know.
Danity
Yeah,
Kane,
that's what
'cause
they
you seem to be more like professional. I remember you. I mean, you say that you were like behind the scenes girl.
Well, no, I
hidden,
wasn't.
But I
I
remember
wasn't.
you being about your business.
Yeah.
Like the other girls were like playing around, almost look
I
like.
don't think they were playing around. I think everybody had their different thing. I just was hungry. I mean, I came
Right,
from
but
something
you
different.
saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I only
clearly
had one
came through.
chance. I only had one chance, and you being from Jersey, I mean, you already know the grind is important.
I'm a Leo too, like
Oh
you.
man,
Hello.
I would come over here and jump and kiss you if I could. You get it.
Right.
You get it, and I wanted it, and I think Puff understood that, and I think my fan base and the movements understood it. We went from 200,000 people now to 1.3 million on followers on Twitter.
Right.
So we're doing that.
Damn.
Yeah, we're moving. We're moving.
Are
with
you actually on your Twitter, like doing everything?
I'm on
or
it
do you
right
have
now as we
somebody?
speak. I'm actually doing a contest with Verizon right now.
Oh, okay.
And they're
But
making
you're
me
like
take
proactive with it.
Oh,
like
I am
somebody's not managing
psychotically
it.
so. Like
Okay.
Puff, I think people unfollow me from all the it's like ridiculous how much I'm on Twitter. But that's
my
our social
God.
media. We need it
Right.
because we don't have those other avenues.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you still talk to the girls of Danity Kane?
Yeah, and I'm proud to say that I do. Like, it's one of those
Really?
things where you get awkward when they're asking you, like, talk to one
Right,
girl.
because I know for a while you
Yeah.
were.
Well, I was waiting for them to feel comfortable enough to want to talk to me, because I think
Okay.
that a lot of times the TV and just everybody just thought it wrong. You guys, they were wrong. It wasn't my fault. We
we just like to stir stuff.
Yeah, everybody, and I think it made it hard for them to really know what the real answer was and what really happened. And we finally got to that point, and I think people realized there was so much more that people just didn't know. And I was not the reason Danity Kane broke up. I would have stayed in Danity Kane for another 25 years because we would have been rich.
So would you do Danity Kane again then?
Oh, of course. And that's what we talked about.
Would?
That's what we talked about. But it had, like, once again, the reason why I always said no was because I thought
I was just gonna say. I
no, I did.
Said no.
No, I didn't. I did, and the reason why is because you don't want to end something great and then come back and you are horrible, and then you end it on a good note and come back and kill the name that you made great. Right. And so I wanted to make sure we wanted to do it for the right reasons. And I think now that everybody has their own projects out, they know exactly what they want to do. It's a more mature group.
Right.
And I told Shannon and I told Aubrey the same thing. Like, definitely, timing is everything. And now that I think everybody knows the value and we know what exactly happened, it's it's timing. It's always timing. And I think now would be cool. Because I'm on my own now, and I think I'm good on my own, and I think they are too. So I think it would be something where everybody would just do it out of love and not of anything else.
And it's interesting because you came from reality show to musician, but I mean, I know it was always based on being a musician.
I've always been a musician before I jumped into making
you
a
see
band.
a lot of like artists now, they're going into reality TV. Like that's
it's changed, right?
It's so weird how it switched.
And we were one of the first, because Puff was really one of the first to really take that wave of reality TV to a whole nother level.
Yep.
And now it's just something completely different.
Whoa. Would you do reality TV?
I would do it if I was doing it a whole different way than what everybody else is doing it right now. It's a different thing now. Totally different. Okay. Yeah. It would have to be right.
Do you watch reality TV?
No. How ironic is that?
You're lying. I don't believe it. How do you not watch reality TV?
Do I watch reality TV?
Reality TV is on every channel.
I don't have a TV right now. I mean, I literally
Where are you staying at? Baltimore still?
No, I'm in LA.
Oh,
I just
don't. In LA?
I just didn't put a TV
no more Baltimore
studio, and that's it. But it's funny because I catch up on it when I go to like hotels and other places, and I'll be flicking and I'll go and I'll be like, what is this? And it'll just be women cussing and punching each other in the face, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But you know what show I got into? I'm not gonna lie. What is it? The mom.
Oh, Dance Moms.
The moms with a big lady.
Yeah, she's yelling at all the little girls.
Lord, I went home for the holidays and saw that, and I was like, I was so enamored. I couldn't turn away. It was horrible, but I just couldn't.
Isn't she?
It was fantastic. My mom has a dancing school. She had a dance school her whole life. It was exactly like that.
Okay.
I couldn't believe I was watching my mom's life. I was like, Mom, that's you. You were that crazy lady.
Would your mom be down to do it?
No, really? My mom is. I would not embarrass my life like that because it would be so horrible. My mom is such a mess. She's fantastic, but she's that lady, and people.
Oh my God,
I wouldn't want my mom.
That lady is mean. Your mom is
but
like.
But let's get it twisted. Let's wait. In all defense, that lady is mean, but those kids are phenomenal, and I think they wouldn't be as great as they were if it wasn't for that lady.
You need the push.
I mean, she's really that great. The reason why they are is because of her. So my mom was that way, but my mom had an amazing dancing school, so I get it. Wow. But the mothers really, to me, are the crazy people on there. They go for broke on there. I mean, poor little babies.
Oh yeah, they like the pageant moms.
The way they sit in that glass like jail and they talk about each other, it's like psychotic. I don't know,
what the hell is going on?
So that was the only reality TV show that I was like, I'm oddly enamored by this, and I don't want to turn away.
Horrible. So even if Diddy asked you to do a reality show, you'd just be like, no.
I'd be like, I would like to executive produce that and get 25% of that, and then it would be different. You know, you got to be careful because it isn't always the blessing anymore. Now it seems like it's a little bit different now, so you have to be careful because you can be branded as something that you can't get rid of after you've got it. Mm-hmm.
That's right. So tell me about the album.
The album is called Golden Heart. It's available now on iTunes, and it's at every FYE store now worldwide, so you can get that.
Golden Heart.
Golden Heart. It's a trilogy, too.
Okay.
Yeah, Golden Heart. It's a heart trilogy. Golden Heart, Black Heart, and Redemption Heart.
Okay.
The reason why it's called Golden Heart is just because Armor On was the introduction, and it's kind of this whole Armor On, guard yourself kind of vibe that has a theme to it. It's conceptual. It's kind of about love, finding something, going and fighting for it, losing it, and getting it back again. The story everybody goes through.
Right.
But it's just done in a cinematic way.
Okay.
And a lot of people are saying it feels more like a score to a movie than anything, you know what I mean? And I'm very proud of that because this, to me, solidified me as an artist, like you said, being a reality TV show artist. What we're finding out with the critics is that they're like, this has separated you from that moment. Like, not only are you no longer a TV show artist or TV star or whatever.
Right.
You're now an artist. You're an actually, and not only that, independently, you're doing this, and this is quality work. You have transcended what we thought you were capable of.
Look at that.
That's kind of secretly an insult, but I'll take that.
Damn.
It's a little bit of an. No, I'm being funny. I'm saying I'm glad that they finally see me.
What's up with the colors today? We're like the same.
We're twins. We're twins.
Really? I mean, it must be a Leo thing.
That's because
It's just
Leos
the
are the
whole
best.
vibe.
Leos are the best. But that's exactly.
And we're so self-absorbed.
We are, but that's okay. Our manes are beautiful and we love them. As I stroke my invisible mane.
Your invisible hair.
Yeah, but no, it's not an insult. It's kind of like I'm excited that people get to see what we're capable of as a team. You know, my producer and I, and
who's your favorite producer? Because I know you have
this guy, Drewski.
Okay. This
album is solely like we have guest producers, Deontay, the Fisticuffs that works with Miguel and Janae Aiko, and D Mal who work with Last Train to Paris with me.
Right.
But he's the sole producer, and he was a sole producer on Amaran as well. And what you kind of feel is like the same. It's the same. We're trying to go the same formula as what Aaliyah did with Timbaland and Brandy did with Dark Child. Like when they were just one producer, not 25,000 producers on an album, and the sound is just kind of scattered.
Right.
We have kind of a significant and signature sound, and I think people are starting to see it. I think you should. I think you like it.
Okay.
It's refreshing.
Where is it? We
got it.
Okay. Could we pop it in that?
We will give you everything, and you pick what you like.
Dope. Well, thanks so much for coming in. I mean, we're going to check something out anyway, but what's your favorite track on the album?
I think you guys should listen to Riot. I think you might like that. Right. It's a dance extravaganza, but it's R&B taken to a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the next
dance
video.
To it?
It's something with a percolating chest hip, yeah.
Can I be in the video?
Yes, you can. But can you wear we can wear the same colors? No, I'm serious. Can you be my double? Because we look similar.
Right.
right. We look similar.
I'll be a stunt double. I put the pretend weave in.
The pretend. You can put the weave in and have the wind fan, because you know the fan makes you look like you're like glistening, and it's fantastic.
Oh my God.
You can totally do it.
What do you think about this? Is totally off, but I know you're from
This interview is the best.
I know you're
my
from
favorite
Baltimore,
interview.
But you're not from Baltimore. You're from
I live in Baltimore. I'm from New Orleans, but we moved to Baltimore.
So how do you feel about the Ravens going to the Super Bowl?
I tweeted this and I thought it was funny. I'm a Saints fan. I've always been a Saints fan.
Right.
So we
hardcore.
we hardcore. But I thought my parents are now Raven fans. They've been there 7 years, so they like the Ravens too. And I was like, wouldn't it be awesome while they were playing if the Ravens played in the boot in New Orleans, because then my mom and dad would not feel too like we lost too bad. Right. And sure enough, the Ravens won. And so I think my parents are going to go down and support. Yeah, because 7 years is a long time. We've been in Baltimore.
What's up with Kalina?
I haven't talked to Kalina, but I know she's doing really well. You know what it is about girls that's really, really hard? It's hard when Puff was such the inside of it. Mm-hmm. He always would pit us against each other. You know what I mean?
Why do they do that?
It's to make you better. He never did it on purpose.
He'll be like, Kalina did it better. But Kalina was in the studio all night.
No, or doing something. And I knew him doing it. I knew him because I had Danity, Kane. So I knew what kind of
You already knew
she wasn't
the deal.
Ready for that. And it threw her off. It threw her off a little bit, because that's not really the person. You know what I mean? And I think her and I. I think her and I love her, and I think she's really, really amazing. And that's why it's one of those things where it just gets you uncomfortable and you don't really know how to deal with it. But I know she's doing a solo project, and out of every person that I've worked with, she was my favorite to work with.
Really?
Yeah, she's dope. She's a dope artist. Okay. Incredible writer, like one of my favorites to work with.
So you would work with her?
Oh, hell yeah. Anybody would be lucky to work with Kalina. That's just real. That's just honesty. She's really dope. But it's just one of those things where a man who is really good at making competitive situations, you got to be prepared for it. I knew his antics because I got lucky enough to deal with it before. And I'd be like, hey, he gonna come for us. And she'd be like, no, girl, it's gonna be great. And I'd be like, oh, I think it was the most ambitious group we've ever had. And I think that was the first time Puff realized he had people who had his back. Yeah. You know what I mean? We didn't hate him. We were very loving. So it was like one of those things.
Did he bring his girlfriends around you guys?
Girlfriends? Multiple?
I don't know.
No, there was not multiple people.
Just Cassie.
I'm not getting in trouble this week, today, but Cass is my homie, if that's what you're implying. Yeah. She was around a lot just because she was a label mate, but
she's so dope.
That's my boo. When she wake up looking like
beautiful.
I can't
for no reason.
stand it. She wake up looking like sunshine. Like, bitch, get away from me.
Yeah.
Me and Khalid be in the studio sweating, looking dirty, and she come in, hi guys, and she's glistening, and she's so cool that it make it worse. Like, be snobbish or something. Like, why you look beautiful and you nice? Get away. And she be wearing like $3 million clothes. She just be wearing bitch, get away.
Always, yeah.
She's fantastic, and her parents are amazing. I love her parents.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's good.
Thanks for having me.
A good one.
Yeah.